Shit, I don't even fucking know. I wonder if we even went to the moon. I want to know, do y'all think we went to the moon? It's something I used to believe in that we went. And then I watch all these videos, man, and read articles that I'm not so sure that we went to the moon, man. And it's like, if that was a lie, if going to the moon was a lie, what else is a lie? I wanted to believe in going to the moon for so long. And I'm just not so sure that we did it, man. Yeah, I've done the research, and it's back and forth. You can, you listen to people like Neil deGrasse Tyson, astrophysicist, breaks it down on going to the moon, and he really makes, it's like he makes you believe that we went. And then there's videos out there that breaks down the pictures, the footage that we have. I'm not so sure that we went, man. And it's like if we didn't do that, and all that going to the moon was a complete lie, like, what else is a lie, man? What is real? What is truth? And I'm like, man. And I so want the moon landing to be true, but the more I go into it, I don't think we went, man. I fucking hate saying that. I hate saying that. It just makes you think, like, what is the truth of anything, whether it be the news or books, shit you was taught in school. What is truth? Is it just living? Is that, do we find our own truth? Because, man, the more I dive into this moon landing shit being a farce, it kind of breaks my heart. Shit sucks. What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining. I don't know. Do y'all think we went to the moon? I want it to be true. I was watching this video the other day, and it broke down, like, I think Apollo 11 that's when we, landed on the moon. And, they were showing like the video, it looked like they were being yanked up by cables, as they were, kind of bouncing up. And I really don't want that to be true. I don't know. It's something that I grew up as a kid, thinking that was one of the greatest things that man has done, was go from the earth to the moon. And then when you dive into it, man, there's so much conspiracy, and I've been through my conspiracy theory, like, era of just You know, at one point, everything was a conspiracy to me. I couldn't walk out the front door without thinking that something was a conspiracy. I completely stopped watching television for like a year. And this was back in like 2017, something like that. And I had to get out of it because I couldn't even enjoy life because I thought everything was a conspiracy theory. But the moon thing, it fucking bothers me. Like, if we did not go to the moon, I don't know if, well, and if that's ever confirmed, like we did not go to the moon, and they're, you know, the powers that be is never going to say we didn't go to the moon. It was all fake, you know. But what if it was? Like, everybody would just be like, well, then what the fuck is true? And man, it really bothers me. It bothers me to my core. I so want the moon landing to be true. You know, there were some videos I was seeing of the American flag that we, you know, supposedly put on the moon, and it, you know, there's no wind, there's no what's the word I'm looking for? There's no atmosphere, so there can't be wind, and you can clearly see it like waving. And that's just something small that gets pointed out. There's so much. We went mainly because of, you know, Russia. It was a race. That's why they call it the space race. You know, and did we fake it to make the world think that we were this great empire? It was such a political thing going to the moon that it does make sense that if anybody, whether it be us, you know, the Russians, you know, maybe it was all fake. Yeah, we can go to the moon, man. We can go to the moon in other ways. But I don't know. It really bothers me that would be fake. If that's fake, then I have no faith in anything that we're told or have been told in school. School's bullshit, really. Anyway, I had to drop out of school and unlearn every fucking thing that they taught me anyway. Hey, what's up, Brazil? Cheers, my friend. Cheers. Let's have a drink. This shit's getting warm. It's no bueno. No bueno. Warm cerveza. No bueno. Caliente. Yeah. But, you know, I went down this wormhole, whether, you know, it started with like Joe Rogan videos and you know, that just led me into these conspiracies of the moon being fake. And that sucks, man. That sucks. Because like I said, if they lied about that, then I don't have faith in anything. If they lied about the moon landing, I root for the moon landing to be real. I want it to be real. I used to think that was such a feat of mankind. No matter whether it was us, Americans, no matter who it was, you know. But if it was faked on our end, the Americans, then it was faked every other end too, you know. I've seen this led me down a rabbit hole of videos of what we see, and what they're showing us is pictures from outer space, which is flyby satellites taking pictures of planets and all that. It's all AI enhanced. And it's like, well, damn, man, they can completely AI enhance anything now. Like, I don't know. It just blows my mind. It freaks me out. I've heard that, Fernando, and I want it to be true so bad. Like, I seen that in one of the videos. I don't know, man. There's a whole side thing of like Stanley Kubrick, who, did The Shining and Full Metal Jacket, Eyes Wide Shut, which that was the movie he was making when he died. And that's a whole separate issue and story. But if you look at the movie The Shining, the little boy in The Shining's got a NASA t-shirt with a rocket ship on it. And to my knowledge, the word NASA, I think it's pronounced NASA in German, means to deceive. And man, you look at that and it's like, God, man. And Werner von Braun, who was a Nazi, and after the World War II, he helped build NASA and built the Saturn V rockets that supposedly took us to the moon. And it was a German, a German Nazi that helped create NASA. And then, now I know it's an acronym and it stands for National Aerospace Association. Probably fucking wrong on that. That's that high school education I got. But the fact that NASA means to deceive in German, and then you have a German ex-Nazi come over here to America and create this space program. And then there's so many conspiracies that it's not real. I don't want it to be. God, I don't want it to be. I want it to be real. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it real? Did we go to the moon? Is it a conspiracy theory? Is it, am I getting inside my own head, which I tend to do? Bum bum bada bum 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 bada bum 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 bum. know. Let me know what you guys think. Is the moon landing real? Is it all fake? Yeah, I don't know. I've never tried it. I've seen that you can do that, but I don't know.